And just like that, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. We're out of here. Shorting here, we traded into that daily bearish order block. And I want to see if we can reach that midnight open in our current new week opening gap. I was too busy looking at my daily chart. I didn't get that fair value gap entry I wanted. And if we get that 8:30 open, I'm gonna try to get a partial in there if I can get it. There we go. So there's my little partial. That 8:30 open is a short-term discount. So if NASDAQ wanted to go higher, that's all I would need. But that midnight open is more of a Tremaine's model kind of setup, targeting the midnight opening price. Thought you were done for the week. I am done for the week on my personal account. This is paper. I've made my $2,500 on my personal. So I'm not trading that real money. I've already withdrawn those profits. But for teaching those who are watching this live stream right now. Even if I'm done on my personal account, I would still want to practice because I'm really big on not wasting days. So I want to take advantage of when the markets are trading and I'm in front of the charts. I won't make money on paper, obviously. I've already finished that on Wednesday, but I still want to get reps in. Let's get practice. And there's nothing wrong with just tape reading. You can do that too. I do that a lot, but if it's something that I like, then I'll tape read. I'm watching this up close candle. I want to see if that acts as a bearish order block. I'm looking at the entire wick. I want to see if we remain below that. Now, one thing I could have done better is use a limit order. I tried to market order, and I got a terrible fill on my partial. I was aiming for the 8:30 open, but it tapped it, snapped back up so fast. I got out almost 5 points or so than where I really wanted to get out, but that's fine. My ideal trade, the setup, and especially if you've been with me for a while, the ideal trade that I would like this morning is this one here. ATM model, fair value gap, breaker, order block. Some people call that the unicorn model. But that fair value gap entry or the breaker, all these up close candles or the opening price, these series of down close candles, that's ideal. And then that buy side, which is ATM. And then this is the daily bearish order block, which I'll show after this trade does whatever it wants to do. So this is what I prefer to participate in, but I've been using that daily bearish order block as a catalyst for my trade on yesterday and now today. That's the opening price. Big accounts at about 100,000. I want to try to get it to 200 or at least 150,000 by the end of the year. I like that displacement. I think this is one of the cleanest NFP Thursdays in my opinion. And wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. We're done. All right, so quick trade breakdown. Appreciate you all for watching the execution. This is only going to take a couple minutes, but here's that opening price of the daily bearish order block. Okay, that's the most sensitive price point. We traded to it here, into the wick here, and then tapping the opening price again with today's trading. We're going to go to a 5-minute chart, jump on regular trading hours. We open at 9:30, trade higher, tagging the buy stops. Okay, all that liquidity, traders who want to go break out long, they're buying above that high. That's perfect because we're selling above that high, so you have a pairing of orders there. Into a premium array, which is the daily bearish order block opening price. And for Tremaine's model, if you're above the midnight open, you are only looking for shorts. All right, if you're above the midnight open and the 8:30 open, any entries above both of those price levels are tier 2 shorts. Any entries that are only above the midnight open, that is a tier 1 short. We're going to get straight down to the business. 15-second chart. Again, I'm not trying to make this too long. It's pretty cut and dry. 15-second chart. All right, here's where we open at 9:30. Are we interested in any of this rally higher if we're trading Tremaine's model? No. Where's the midnight opening price? Here. So your model says we're not buying here, we're not buying here, we're not buying here, or all the way up here. You're looking for a repricing towards the midnight open. If you struggle with bias, if you can't read the daily chart, if you don't know where the daily chart is going, slap the midnight opening price on your chart and you'll be on side 70% of the time in the morning session. After 11 o'clock, I don't care about the midnight open, all right? Go in your charts. Go back 2 months in your chart. Look at every morning session, put on the midnight opening price, and observe how many days, how many times, at what frequency do we trade in the direction of midnight open. It doesn't always have to hit it like we do here, but just observe how often do we trade towards that midnight open. And then what does the morning session look like when we're trading away from the midnight open? Is it a trending day? Is it a consolidating day? So 70% of the time, if you're trading in the direction of the midnight open during the morning session, you will be on side. Don't care about any of this rally going higher. Fair value gap short, I missed it because I wasn't paying attention. So this candle trades up, fails to reach that fair value gap. I'm shorting there inside of the mitigation block, which is also a breaker. Immediate rebalance. Okay, this is a tier 2 short because it's above both 8:30 and the midnight open. That is a rich premium. Okay, if you're new to the channel and you don't know anything about Tremaine's model, watch my Tremaine's model videos. One of my most watched videos is very good, okay? Model always calls for a partial. You always pay yourself with this model. You don't just hold full pull for the midnight open. You always bank something first. That's Tremaine's model. That's his rules. Take a partial. I wanted to market order at the 8:30 opening price for my partial. This candle hit it, snapped up so fast. I got a high partial, but that 8:30 open is what I was aiming for. And then you leave a runner for the midnight opening price there. All right, so that is Tremaine's model. Quick recap. Thank you for watching. Love y'all, man. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.